Hello and welcome to today's video. So this probably not what you're expecting from the title and the thumbnail. However, this is the starting point, okay? I've not seen the ending point yet. I'm hoping that it looks extremely Christmassy and it is looking like a really good Christmassy time. Fingers crossed we get there. Right now I am right at the start of this. It is 2:20 on Wednesday the 11th of December and we still haven't decorated for Christmas, which is not very normal. We normally decorate the first weekend of December, which was like weekend just gone, and we just didn't get around to it. The living room, which is the room we're in right now, needs deep cleaning and then we can decorate. So that is my plan for hopefully today. Hopefully I can get it like cleaned and the majority of at least the living room decorating done today, and then I normally do a little bit of decorating of my bookshelves, and on top of that we need to do some wrapping of presents. We need to buy Jay's presents. We just do stockings for each other, me and my boyfriend Jay. We have stockings for us and the cats up on the wall, and we do each other's stockings. And except for that, I think that's everything we need to do. There'll probably be more that I'll come across during this next few days, but I thought this is, you know, a reading vlog, but I wanted to decorate, and I was like, why don't I read some Christmas romances whilst decorating? So I've got 3 books here, 2 of which, these 2, I've got audiobooks for, so that is probably how I'm going to consume them, and then this one as well, which is a tiny little novella, and this one I need to read physically. But yeah, I've got 3 Christmas romances that I thought I'd read along the way, so this is going to be a Christmas romance reading vlog whilst decorating for Christmas. So yeah, if that sounds fun, then do stick along. I think the one I'm most excited for right now is Lovelight Farms, and I do have an audiobook for this, so I think this is the one we should start with. Oh, and the reason all these boxes and stuff is behind me is because I brought the Christmas decorations down. We just never got around to doing them. So yeah, this is Lovelight Farms, and this will be our first read of the video. On the back it says, a handsome freckled data analyst, a messy optimistic Christmas tree farm owner, a small town with the best hazelnut lattes on the east coast. In an effort to save the Christmas tree farm she's loved since she was a child, Stella enters a contest with Insta famous influencer Evelyn St James. With the added publicity and the huge cash prize, she might just be able to save the farm from its financial woes. There's just one problem: to make the farm seem like a romantic destination for the holidays, she's lied on the application and said that she owns Lovelight Farms with her boyfriend. Only there is no boyfriend. Enter best friend Luca Peters. He just came home for some hot chocolate and somehow got a farm and a serious relationship in the process. Will their fake love affair save Lovelight Farms in time for Christmas? It sounds fun. It sounds like it's going to be a cozy fun time, so let's just get into it. I will bring you along with me for this journey and let's see where it takes us. Also, my Marignola Suli order has arrived and I'm so excited, and I'm most excited about these 2. I've finished my reading journal. I'm currently editing the video and like hopefully that will be up by the time you're seeing this. I'm just having a bit of storage issues with it. But yeah, I've got these really cool tabs to do my reading journal and my bullet journal this year, and I'm so excited, but also there's just like so many cute, and yeah, absolutely love this. This is my treat to myself this Christmas and it's arrived, and yeah, I'm really excited by it. Hello, thought I'd come and check in. I have put a pause on listening to the audiobook. I think I got about 3 chapters in and I'm now fairly certain that it's single point of view, which I didn't realise before going into it. And one of the few things that I do know about myself is when it comes to reading romance, like, I don't think I've ever enjoyed a single point of view one. Like, I feel like for me personally, for me to connect and care about the characters and whatever it's telling us, I need dual point of view, and I don't think I'm going to get that in this book, so I've put a pause on it for now. Also, the Everand app, which is the audiobook app I'm using to listen to it, it's doing a really weird thing where when my phone's locked it's like garbling all of the noise. So yeah, not sure about that right now, but I'm gonna catch up. I've got 3 episodes of the Layover podcast to catch up on, so I'm gonna do that whilst I do this next little bit, because I'm also like gonna be making loads of noise and it doesn't matter if I miss a few words of a podcast, whereas like I would mind if I missed like a few words of a book. So yeah, I have cleaned the living room. It still needs hoovering, but I've cleaned it minus hoovering to like the amount that it's normally cleaned, and I feel like it looks decent, like it's fine. But because I'm decorating for Christmas, and I know for the next 3 to 4 weeks, if anything happens, if anything gets spilt, if anything like goes on with like the cats doing something, I can't move the furniture. I'm going to deep clean in here, so I'm going to move that shelf there, this cupboard here, the settee you're sat on. I'm also going to move the cat tree and the little table and the 2 little tables by the door. I'll do it one at a time, but basically I'm going to make sure that I've cleaned and hoovered behind all of the furniture, and there's nothing currently there that could cause problems over the next few weeks if we don't know about it. And then I'll just have hoovering left to do and we'll be all good. So yeah, it is getting on a bit now. It is 5:10, which I did not expect, but yeah, we're moving on. We are getting there slowly. I'm still hoping to get the Christmas stuff booked today, but we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah. Well, I'm really glad that I decided to move all the furniture. I've done all of it but the settee now. The settee I've just moved out the way. And I forgot that there were Christmas ornaments in this cupboard, so I'm very glad that I've taken the time today to actually move all the furniture. Else, in an hour or two, I would have been very confused as to where like half of our baubles were. So yeah, almost done, and then we can actually get Christmassy. Like, oh, this has taken longer than I expected, but the living room's actually looking really good, so I shouldn't complain. But yeah, oh yeah, I want to actually decorate now. This is getting boring. I don't enjoy cleaning. Hello! So the living room is completely clean, and the first 2 lots of decorations are up. I've put some lights over the TV and the stockings over the arch. I'm going to keep going with it. I don't know how long for, honestly. I don't think I'm going to get it all out today, but I'm excited, so we're going to keep going for a while. I know the tree won't get decorated today. That's something me and Jay always do together, so I'll wait for Jay to be about to actually decorate the tree, but I might get it up. I don't know. I need to decide. I need to go through the boxes, so I can't remember what we've got, to be honest, but yeah, we'll figure it out. In terms of the book, it's fine. I think I'm on about chapter 5. I've only listened to a couple more chapters. It's easy enough to listen along to. I think the plot's going to get interesting. Like, there is a whole plot line with this Christmas tree farm, and we've only really been introduced to it so far, so I think I will like the plot when we get in it. But I'm not loving it. Like, it's not captured my attention like I expected and hoped it to. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I am happy enough listening to the audiobook. Like, how it's going so far, it feels like a 3-star, but I am so like close to the start. I don't think I'm even 50 pages in yet, so we've got a way to go. This is like a 300-page book, so we're like a sixth of the way through, so I'm up for giving it more of a go, and I'm liking it enough, but not loving it yet. But we'll just wait and see. And I've also got the little boy joining me on the radiator because the heating's come on, which doesn't feel necessary because I only got changed like an hour ago, if that, into like proper clothes and put a jumper on properly, but the cat's liking it, so I guess we'll leave it. To die. I've got this tree up. I think after this year it might be time for a new tree, but I didn't realise just how better it was looking, so hopefully it looks better once we've got the decorations up on it. But it's definitely lost a lot of its fullness over the last few years. I will pop the camera on charge, and whilst I do that I'll put the tiny little tree up from like our first ever Christmas here, where we didn't have any space and still had the whole house in boxes, so I'll put that up and find a little side to put it on. And yeah, I will check in when I check in. Hello. Hello. Mm. You want to give the camera kisses again? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hello. So it actually feels like it's been ages since I checked in, but it hasn't. It's been a day and a half. Yesterday I ended up going out and did like the very last bit of Christmas shopping that was needed. I still need to get a few things for Jay's stocking, because we are doing each other's stockings, so I'll do that at some point. So yeah, yesterday I did quite a bit of Christmas shopping. It went really well, like happy with how it all turned out. And this morning I've once again been struggling to sort out the video I've been trying to do for like the last 4 days on my laptop. So I've given Jay my laptop. He's not in charge. He like does tech for a living. He can sort my laptop out and figure out how to get this video up onto YouTube for me. But yeah, hopefully after that point I can actually start getting a lot of videos out, because I've got a lot ready to go. I'm literally just waiting on this video to be sorted. So yeah, in the meantime, whilst I've been doing that, I have read halfway, pretty much halfway. So I've read to chapter 14, which I think halfway was somewhere between 13 and 14 when I looked. So I'm up to chapter 14 of Lovelight Farms. I am enjoying it. It feels just like a Christmas movie that I will, like, normally I watch a Christmas movie, okay, most of the time it's fairly decent and I'll never think about it again, and that's kind of how this is feeling. I'm liking it, like it's fine, like that's the thing, it's fine, there's nothing bad. I am enjoying what it is doing, but I just don't really care. Like, it's an enjoyable read and I like it. Like, it's probably 3 stars right now, unless it does something major. But a lot of the things that are happening, I can't help but think to myself, this would be so much better if it was dual point of view and we knew what he was thinking as well. Because we are just kind of in the dark. Like, obviously it's a romance book, so you know vaguely what's like going on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it, but I think dual point of view is just something that I do require if I'm going to rate it higher, because like there's been a few like little things that have happened between them, and it's like, you know, we get all of her thoughts and feelings and we're just not getting any of that from him. We only get what he's saying out loud, and based on what we know of her, like what she says out loud is like 10% of what she's thinking and feeling. So I just, yeah, feel a bit like that. And also we know at the halfway point, and the whole crux of the book of this person coming and like looking at the Christmas tree farm and like this competition hasn't happened yet. Like they're still preparing for it and talking about it as if it's about to happen, but they've been doing that for the entire first half. So I'm ready for it to pick up a bit now. So yeah, that is my update. I am gonna wrap some presents. We're starting seeing people for Christmas over this next weekend, so I'm gonna wrap up anyone's presents that we're seeing. And yeah, we'll just see. I don't know really what I'm doing today. I still need to finish decorating. I need to decorate the bookshelf in the bedroom, which is what I normally decorate in there. And we need to decorate the tree. But I don't think either of us have got any plans tonight, so maybe we'll decorate the tree tonight. I don't know, we'll wait and see. But yeah, still setting up for Christmas, still enjoying the Christmas books. But I'm probably just going to listen to this on audio for the rest of the day and kind of like get my final thoughts and feelings, because like I need to listen to something whilst I'm wrapping anyway, and I am enjoying this. Like, it's enjoyable. It's the same as me like putting like a shitty but fun Netflix movie on in the background whilst wrapping. So I'll probably do that and we'll see where it goes. Hello, I thought I'd come and check in again. I don't think I've recorded very much today. I've ended up doing quite a bit, but just random stuff. A video I've been trying to get up for like 4 days is now eventually up. I've done all the wrapping up that we need for this weekend, I think. And I've basically just got on top of my stuff. Like, everything's got on top of. I have also... I'm not in a really awkward space, so the cat would be in this. Now actually... Okay, you're moving, aren't you? You don't care. Okay, sorry. I've also finished Lovelight Farms. It was fine. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't know what rating I'm going to give it yet. I feel a bit conflicted and stuck between a 2.5 and a 3 star. 2.5 feels too low because there was nothing wrong with it, but my 3 star rating and how I think of it doesn't quite align with this. Like, 3 star rating to me is like, it was good, I'm glad I read it, I had a good time. But like, very like, just like, yeah, good, glad I read it, had a good time. And I do think it was good, and I did have a good time whilst reading it, but like, I don't know if glad I read it really fits, because it's more of just like a forgettable, easy read. I did enjoy it, I did like it. And 2 star is like, not for me, but I can see why other people like it. But I wouldn't say this is not for me, I just don't think it quite hit anything. Like, honestly, I feel like your point of view could have made such a difference. There's a point towards the end where like, secondary character, I guess, we don't get the point of view, so they're not really like the other main character, are they? So I don't know, like, basically male lead, he verbalizes his feelings and his thoughts and what he's been thinking all along to do with like this arrangement and the fake date and all of this. And that was the first time I'd ever heard all of that. And there was stuff in there that like would have been a lot easier to know previous and would have made more sense for like you to know as the reader. I don't know. Like, I know that like single point of view is a very normal thing. I just don't think it works for me. So like, it does feel like between a 2 and a 3 star, because it feels like this would have been like a 3 or maybe even a 4 star if it was dual point of view, but it wasn't, and it it felt like just due to that it lacked so much. So I don't know, but I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the like silliness of it, the cutesiness of it. It was very like Hallmarky, it was very like easy, simple. I think I'm going to give it 3 stars. I think 2.5 is too low, like that doesn't feel right, so I guess 3 stars is what we go for. I'll probably look into it and see if we get dual point of view in the second book, because I can see that like the next book along in this series we start with a male point of view, like the male of whoever this couple is, so Beckett. So Beckett we know from this book. I don't know who the other person is going to be, but that makes me think it could be dual point of view, but I don't know. So if the other books are dual point of view, I'd probably continue on. If they're single point of view, I probably won't, to be honest. Yeah, that's that. I enjoyed the story. It was very cutesy. If you enjoy like cutesy little like Christmas movies, you could enjoy this very easily. And it definitely did have like those Christmassy cold mornings, like wintry warm up by the fire feels, which is what I wanted out of it, so it did do that. Let's decide what we're doing next. So there's 2 more books I'd like to read during this, and there's still quite a few things that need saying off. Still need to decorate the tree. I'm waiting, I'm hoping that maybe we can do it tomorrow morning. We don't have any plans till 4 PM tomorrow, so I'm hoping we find time tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday, to do that. A tiny bit of Christmas shopping left to do, and then we've got the rest of the wrapping up to do, except that I don't think there's much else I really mind doing or not doing. We have already been out and seen some Christmas lights this year. I guess I could insert that now. I think I only took 2 or 3 clips, but I can insert it. It was really cute, really lovely. But yeah, I just want to get cozy. I want the house to feel cozy. I want to be able to chill over the actual like Christmas holiday and Christmas break. There's still a week and a day, I believe, until Jay breaks up from work, so we've got a little bit of time until, like, I think he's got 10 days off in a row, so like I'd like to just be able to do nothing those 10 days except for like see people if we don't wish to. That is the hope. I actually don't know if this is dual point of view now, and I don't know if this one is either, and I'm worried I've messed up. Like, I got Christmas books that were like highly recommended, but I don't know if these are dual point of view now. Oh damn. Okay, so which one do I go for next? Oh no, I thought I was going to go for this one because I thought it definitely was, but now I'm really not sure. This one is short, but I have to physically read it, whereas this one I'm pretty sure I've got an audiobook for, so I think I might go for this one next, because I can do other things then. I don't actually know what I plan on doing tonight. I do have a Christmas craft actually. I did pick up a Christmas embroidery kit. Maybe I'll give that a go. Maybe that's what I do tonight. I don't know, we'll figure it out. When I actually pick a book and make a decision of what the plan is, I'll let you know. So I am on what I think is chapter 3. On my phone it says chapter 4, but I think it's actually chapter 3, so there's like a prologue thing at the start. I'm not liking this. I really thought I would, and I don't know why I'm not liking it, but I am not. I think it comes down to I'm just really not liking our main character. I don't understand her at all. Yeah, like, I don't think she's very likeable. 1, say no to your mom. Say goodbye to your mom, she's a twat. 2, learn your workers' rights, stand up for yourself. 3, don't put your trauma onto like everyone else. I don't know, like, I'm only 3 chapters in, I'm willing to give it more of a go, but I am a bit concerned right now. I'm not liking this yet, and this character is not very likeable. Fingers crossed it gets better. Okay, it has been a jam-packed weekend. I don't know how much I filmed, or if I filmed anything, to be honest. It's now Monday. I've just had my lunch on Monday, and I'm sitting down to talk. I have not read as much of this as I would have liked, but I am a good chunk of the way in. I'm on page 68 now. I've just paused the audiobook because we're essentially about to get to a bit where I think the story's going to actually start. So yeah, like I think I'm in chapter 6. The next chapter I'll start is chapter 7. I'm only 2 pages away from that, but from where it was going on the audiobook as I was listening, it felt like everyone was actually about to meet and like realise the whole like sister is the one from the previous year. So I paused it so I could fully concentrate. Bit surprised that we're only just getting there at 68 pages, but I have enjoyed what I've read so far. It is single point of view, but we haven't met the other like half of the relationship yet, so it hasn't bothered me too much yet because it's just like, yeah, it's single point of view, but we're only seeing her life at the moment. I'm not sure how I feel about that when it's continued on with. I'd say honestly my main issue with this so far is we've now had, I believe, 2 inserts where we've been told about this snow day from the year previous, and it's done, or it's said it's done in a web comic, and like that's how our main character expresses herself, is like she writes about things from her life in a web comic, but there's no pictures. It is literally just written down. So every time we get to a webcomic page I'm opening it up just in case there's any drawings or anything, and there isn't. So it's just a little confusing in that sense because it's like we are literally just getting like a paragraph of like a section of their day. So yeah, not sure how I feel about that, but I'm intrigued to keep going. Like I'm enjoying my time with it well enough. At this point I don't know if holiday romances are for me. I don't know if I'd pick them up again, just because like this is fine, but it's not going to be an amazing book. It's not going to stick with me, or at least I don't think so far. We haven't actually had the awkward meet yet. I do love an awkwardness in a book, so I guess we'll wait and see. I'm kind of hopeful, but I don't want to be too hopeful because it's just not gripping me yet. We'll wait and see. And I'm doing a few more Christmassy things today. We're eventually going to decorate the tree. We've tried to find time over the last few days and it has just not happened. But tonight we are decorating the tree and the living room festivities will be absolutely complete. So really, really excited about that one. Jake's brought home the goods.
I haven't did.
Oh. So which one's the new one?
What do you want? Right, so you pull it up. So now I've got 2 pieces. I've got a loop here. So I'll just.
So use this bit that's already knotted, so you've got something to hold in your fingers. So put your finger in it.
Okay, that's exactly what I've just tried 6 fucking times.
That would be it.
Thank you.
I just managed to get my video edited for the day. I'm going to set it up to upload and then I'm going to have a bath because I think I can finish this book today. So I am still reading Kiss Her Once For Me and I'm 264 pages into this, so quite a good chunk. I'm a page and a half away from being at chapter 24, but for some reason last night when I was reading it I stopped a page and a half away from chapter 24. I don't think I realised how close I was to finishing the chapter because I'm reading it via audio. And the book is 345 pages total, so we've got 81 pages to go, I think that is, so like pretty close to finishing. And because I am reading it via audio at the 1.2 times speed I'm reading at, that's 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm gonna have a bath and listen to a good chunk of that. I reckon I can listen to another hour maybe and then finish the rest off throughout the day. Currently my thoughts are still pretty similar to what they have been throughout. I'm enjoying it. It's fun enough, it's good enough. I definitely don't like single point of view, and I definitely feel like there's parts of this book that would have been better if it was dual point of view. There's been reveals, there's been things that have happened, there's been events, and it feels like it was only single point of view for the shock factor of like getting those reveals, but I think it would have been much more satisfying and much more pleasant a read as the reader to have dual point of view and like have both of our main characters' thoughts. And I think I have figured out a good way to word it is, if I'm going to read a romance book, I want two main characters that I'm following, liking both main characters and rooting for them individually and together. But if it's single point of view, you have a main character and a love interest that you never end up knowing that much about, and like you can't really root for someone that you don't know, right? So I don't know, I prefer dual point of view, and I honestly can't believe I've made this mistake twice in this video. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, the final book is actually dual point of view like I thought it was. But yeah, I think it's fun. I think the whole cabin vibes, the whole like seeing the whole family vibes are fun. Like it is very much silly, goofy times. I like the characters. I like all these weird secondary characters like the grandmas and stuff. And like it's fun. I just, you know, after I've read it, will I ever think about it again? Probably not. And like, I don't know. I'm gonna chill and finish this book, so let's go do that. So Jeff has just decided to join me. No, you're not joining me. Okay. Very late last night, I finished Kiss Her Once For Me. And I enjoyed this. It was decent. Honestly, I'm probably going to give it 2.5 stars. 2 feels too low, but 2.5 does feel right for this one. There was a lot of things that just annoyed me throughout it. It felt like it was very on the nose with what it was trying to do and what it was trying to say, but it felt like it was just telling you those things, not actually showing you. I like that main character, but I don't really care, honestly. I don't know, it's difficult. Like, I guess this, to me, felt like a bad Hallmark movie. Like, the Hallmark movies that are too on the nose and too cringy. That's what this kind of felt like. And it's annoying because I feel like I really could have enjoyed, like, the plot of this if it was done differently. Like, the concept of this book still sounds so interesting. I just didn't really love it, honestly. Yeah, like, I'd never recommend this book, even if you're someone who likes single point of view, because of how on the nose this was and because of, like, the things that were annoying on top of that. Like, I don't think I'd recommend this one, which, you know, like, not the best feeling, but let's just move on. I don't want to go into it too much. I think, you know, I didn't know what I expected from Christmas romances, but I think because I've had such a good time with romances lately, my expectations might have been a bit too high. So let's move on. I'm now about to pick up the Mistletoe Motive. This does come with a playlist, so I might find the playlist on Spotify and have that going at the same time, I'm not sure. In this one we have 2 main characters and they work in a bookstore, and there's some sort of like competitiveness, like I think they're like rivals in terms of like sales to see who gets kept on at the bookstore, maybe something like that. And one of them has diabetes, and it's meant to be really good diabetes representation in this, that is what I've heard. Yeah, and then there is like a spoiler section right at the start that tells you the trigger warnings. Yeah, I read that last night and I was like, yeah, that's fine, let's keep going. And then there's a playlist section that tells you there's a playlist on Spotify. So I think I'm just going to pick this up. There's the actual back of the book if you do want to like pause and read the whole synopsis, or you can just find it online on Goodreads or Amazon or whatever. But I'm excited about this one. My only, well, one, I'm pretty sure it's dual point of view. Like, I've read quite a bit of Chloe Lease and they've all been dual point of view, so I'm really hoping this one is too. I thought it was after reading the back, but I think I've freaked myself out by messing up with 2. And then the only thing is, I don't think I've ever read a romance novella before. This is a very, very short, tiny book. It is less than 200 pages long. There's the acknowledgement, what's the page for? It's 179 pages long, so it is a novella. It's not a novel, it's a novella. And I've never read a romance novella before, so I'm just hoping for the best, basically. So yeah, let's get reading. Oh, also I've got no other Christmas things to do, which is why I can now just settle down and read this, which is my plan for the day. I have got in here set up, I mean technically I need to take the box of baubles back upstairs to put them away, but we did loads of wrapping yesterday. Still got a little bit to wrap, but it's mainly stuff that Jay needs to sort. I sorted Jay's stocking out last night, so that's done. And yeah, we set up for Christmas now, the actual setting up for Christmas, which was, you know, I think I'm gonna probably title this something like reading Christmas romances whilst decorating for Christmas. That's all done. That is all done. So yeah, let's read. We're making s'mores.
Yeah, we are.
check in now, as I don't think I'll do another because of how short this book is. I've just got to chapter 5, which is page 52. I'm enjoying it so far. It's definitely already my favourite of these books that I've read. This video, I am actively in the story and finding it fun and silly in like a really good way to go along with. I am a little surprised. I've googled it, I've double checked online, and it says online this is dual point of view, but I am now about to start chapter 5 and I still haven't got a different point of view yet. Towards the end of chapter 4 there was a bit of a reveal. It was a reveal that our main character we're following didn't catch on to, but we could tell a male main character like definitely caught onto this big reveal. At least to the reader it's a reveal, and at that point I was like, oh, if this is actually dual point of view, I'd have thought it to have taken place here to get that actual reaction. And I was like, maybe we're just going to cover it again in chapter 5, but then we still got the same point of view in chapter 5, so I'm a little concerned about that. But the actual story I am enjoying. I do think the general premise of what I said I thought the book was about is correct, but I don't think it's as like deep or as important as I was thinking. Like, I thought it was very much like these two people work here, one of them's got to go. And it's not really that deep. It's more of a self-imposed thing, of like a self-imposed rivalry. But except for that, I think it's pretty accurate to what I was expecting. So yeah, I'm going to keep reading it, enjoying it so far. Liking our main characters. They're a little bit annoying, and because it is a novella, I think I expected the misconceptions to have stopped by now. But I guess we'll wait and see how long it takes for changes to take place. Okay, final update. I have finished Mistletoe Motive. I enjoyed this. I thought it was good. I'm probably going to give it 3.5 stars. I definitely enjoyed it more than the others, so I'm pretty sure I gave Lovelight Farms 3 stars, so 3.5 feels right. To be honest, it could have been a 4, but I have found with a lot of the Chloe Lease books that I've read is that endings just aren't great, and because this is a novella, the ending was even more rushed and like compact than others that I've read, and it feels like we got the final chapter and an epilogue. I really didn't like the epilogue, honestly. It was just a massive info dump, and I didn't really care for the final chapter. Again, it just felt really rushed, which I do normally feel with Chloe's endings, but it was even more so in this. Like, a lot of the other books I feel rushed in more of like a, oh, I wish we got more time with the like happy ever after part, but in this one, like, it felt very rushed. It was all in one chapter. So yeah, I don't know. I think 3.5 stars is right. I did really like the characters. I really like both the characters. I will say, if you are thinking of reading this one, there are quite a few trigger warnings at the front. It does say that they're spoiler. I don't think trigger warnings are spoilers, but they're marked in the book as spoilers, so I won't say them. But you can find this online, so I would check those. I really enjoyed, there's also a playlist page, and I really enjoyed, I had the playlist on Spotify and I just put it on like the repeat one song part, and for the whole time I was reading that chapter I had that song on repeat, and then when I got to the next chapter I moved it on to the next song, and that worked really well for me. And then the other thing is, this online it says dual point of view, and I guess that's technically correct, but the entire book except for the epilogue is single point of view. I would say, like, I'd probably call this single point of view with like a bonus epilogue. So I mean, like, not a bonus epilogue, it's just the epilogue, but the epilogue is from Jonathan's point of view, but all of the rest of the book is from Gabby's point of view. So it's just a bit like, I get why people are calling it dual point of view, but it's not dual point of view how you'd expect. Again, I would have preferred it if it was dual, but it wasn't bad. Definitely didn't feel like I knew Jonathan enough to like root for him as an individual, which I do prefer in these stories, but I did root for them together, and I just really like Gabby and root for her. So yeah, overall a really good one, and I am glad that I ended on the best one, to be honest. Yeah, amazing. I have now officially read 3 Christmas romances. Here they are. Here is what we've read this week. I'll try and take a thumbnail. Right, hopefully one of those thumbnails is okay. But yeah, we read all three of these. I think we got a 3-star, a 2.5 star and a 3.5 star, so fairly successful. I might do another video like this next year. Currently there's no other holiday romances I'm aware of that I want to read. If you have recommendations, let me know down below. If you've got to this point in the video, I'm sure you've heard me moan about the things I don't like, you know, and hopefully I've said some things I do like. I have been mainly moaning. The single point of view thing really messed with me, so hopefully it's not been too many. I haven't started editing yet. But yeah, we're all set up for Christmas, as you can see by the Christmas tree behind us. Me and Jay decorated this one together, and it has been exactly 1 week. The house is Christmasified. We are almost ready for Christmas. We just need to do our Christmas food shop next week, as we are hosting on Christmas Day, and I think that's it. So yeah, been 1 week exactly. This time last week we were starting to decorate in here, and 1 week later we are completely decorated, so I'm really happy about it. I do really hope that you enjoyed the video. Please do give it a like if you did like it, subscribe down below if you want to see more content like this, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.